Super, super excited to have the defending champion of the 2017 inaugural Thornberry Creek LPGA Classic in studio with us, Katherine Kirk. How good does that sound?
Sounds good, and it feels good, too.
23 days away to the start of the second annual Thornberry Creek LPGA Classic. Thoughts from the both of you leading up to this year's event, second annual.
Well, I got the easy job. I just show up and play golf. So,
yeah, no, it was great having Katherine in town with us this week, and just being so close to the event again, it just brings up all those memories from last year where it was so exciting to watch you play golf, win in the fashion that you did. I watched the coverage probably more than I should, but it was funny at Media Day you were talking about signing autographs during your round. But there is a particular shot of you in coverage on 9 on the par 5 where you just hit your second shot and you immediately walk to the ropes and sign like 4 or 5 things. And the commentators are even like, we've never seen this before. Katherine signing in the middle of a round, you know what I mean? But I thought that was really cool because you just don't see that, and there's no other sports platform that allows that. So we're happy to have you back and hopefully see you defend the title.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, it's a pleasure. But I mean, I always tell people that the signing the autographs part's the easy part of the job, so we don't mind doing that at all.
Katherine, I want to get into you've done a lot of the course stuff, and we know your thoughts on the Thornberry Creek. But I want to get to know the golfer inside you. I think it's come across that you have a little bit of an accent.
Yep,
You're
deep
from
south.
Australia.
Deep South, yeah. You from Bama?
What is the difference in Australian golf coming over to the States? How long have you, been in the States, but what is the difference between golf in Australia compared to golf in the United States or even parts of the United States?
I would say we don't have as many country clubs in Australia. We've got kind of semi-public courses and then a lot of resort courses. So if you're looking at strictly at course conditions, but probably not as well manicured as the US. Golf's pretty cheap to play in Australia, which is nice because, that should help people start the game. Yep. But we've got so many other sports that are popular. So golf numbers aren't probably as good as they could be. Mm-hmm. But certainly players like Greg Norman back in the 90s and Kari Webb and nowadays Adam Scott, Aaron Badley, those guys. And then on the girls' side, Sarah Jane Smith just had a good week last week at the US Open. So there's plenty of golf visibility down there. It's just a matter of getting clubs in kids' hands and getting them out there.
And with stars like yourself, Jason Day, like you said, Adam Scott leading the way, that definitely shouldn't be an issue. Do you have any superstitions in your golf game? We've talked about this before about, the weird quirks. Everything comes up and JD kind of is like, yep, I do that too. Yep, I do that. Do you have any of yourself that you stick to every round?
I've got routines, but I don't have superstitions. So I know there are girls that will only mark a ball with a certain coin or use a certain coloured tee, that sort of thing. But no, I think I'd drive myself crazy if I had superstitions.
Guilty.
You're guilty, yeah. Josh.
I got to have four tees in my right pocket.
Yep.
The right marker. Yeah, it's so bad.
Playing in scrambles with JD is the worst because if something goes good, it's the best, but it's the worst.
I'm not sure how to take that. There goes the invites.
It's good. Don't do that to me, please. What's your favorite golf memory, period? Either on course, watching TV live, growing up, now as a professional. If I ask you to give me one golf memory that stands above the rest, what is the one for you?
Oh, my goodness. That's a tough question. I remember playing with my grandfather and on his home course when he was about 85, and also my dad was in the group. And that's one of the best parts about golf is the fact that it is game for life and you can do it with your family. It doesn't matter what ability level you are. The lessons that I guess my dad instilled in me as a kid out on the golf course too, that's stuck with me too. I'm so grateful for the opportunities I had, and if it weren't for my parents getting me in golf, then I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I think every time I ask that question, it always goes back to, yourself, Josh, you were the same way. It goes back to the start of golf, going out, on a random Sunday night for a quick 9, and just with your family. I think that's where it starts, and it obviously goes to places to where you never really know. What's the favorite club in your bag, Katherine?
My putter, for sure.
Really?
I guess I've loved it since I was a kid. Always been pretty good on the greens, and certainly, last year making that 11 putter kind of proved that to me again. So I'd definitely go with the putter.
It's the one you can fist pump with the most. Like, you're not going to fist pump with a driver. Like, ooh, I hit the fairway.
I do every
Good
day.
point.
I hit a fairway. That's a fist pump.
I guess final thoughts from you as we.
Well, she's not getting out of here that easy. We're going to play a little game.
Oh, what do you got?
All right? We're going to play a game I like to call Mulligan. I'm going to give you 3 questions. You can only take a mulligan on one.
Okay.
All right? First question. What is your least favorite food in player dining? Out of all the places you play, when you see this, it makes you not feel good.
Something with capers.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
All right.
Josh is secretly taking notes here.
There's some intel work
I
going in
eat
here.
all foods. Seriously, like I will try anything. But for whatever reason, I'm not a huge fan of capers.
Okay, I'll give you that. In the locker room, who would you least like to be next to?
You know what? I'm going to take a mulligan on that one. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus.
All right. I won't go too hard on you. All right. Last question, because you have to answer it. What was your least favorite, or I should say, if you go look back, playing, how long have you been on the LPGA Tour?
This is 15 years.
15 years.
Mm-hmm.
You look back at 15 years of playing on the tour. Can you look back at a certain stop that you did not like to go to? And why? Could be
I
the
got to
golf course,
scratch
could
my
be the
head.
people.
I love Thailand, but to play golf there is kind of awkward because it's like over 100 degrees every day, humidity, and you walk out and within 5 seconds your clothes are just wringing wet. So that's always a challenging week for me.
Okay. Well, that was good. Next time it won't be so easy.
Okay.
Well, all 3 questions will be like the second one.
I want to add a bonus question in there. What is
boy.
You play in pro-ams every week for the LPGA Tour. What is an amateur, I guess, pet peeve that when you see it, it's like, oh, I hate it when they do that. Like, what is something, maybe even playing at home with some friends or something, like what is the one amateur, I guess, pet peeve that just drives you up the wall?
I don't have too many pet peeves on the golf course, but if I'm playing golf with my husband, I do kind of barbecue him on this. He doesn't wipe his club after he hits a shot. He puts it away dirty. So I'm like, when you take it out the next time, it's dirty. So you either got to clean that like before you put it in, just do it when you put it in. So
Absolutely.
I did notice that when we
more.
played with you earlier in the week, you're always wiping. It's like, oh, well, that's still dirty. Whatever. I guess maybe that's why I'm.
Remember, you got to take care of the equipment that takes care of you.
Exactly.
That's right.
So.
Well, Katherine, Kirk, thank you so much for stopping by. Obviously, good luck this year in your title defense at Thornberry Creek, and we wish you the best of luck, and we'll see you in a couple weeks here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.